Have you ever watched a comedian and wondered how they make the entire room erupt in laughter? What separates a performer who gets a chuckle from one who has the audience rolling on the floor? The truth is, stand up comedy is both an art and a science, a skill that anyone can develop with practice, timing, and a deep understanding of human nature. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real world tips from our how to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Stand Up Comedy, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes and Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Stand-up comedy isn't just about telling jokes. It's about connecting with an audience, sharing stories, and using humor to reveal universal truths. Whether you're hoping to try open mic nights, perform at comedy clubs, or simply become funnier in everyday life, understanding the fundamentals of stand-up is the key to success. 1. Understanding the essence of stand-up comedy. At its core, stand-up is storytelling through humor. Comedians observe life, exaggerate details, and turn ordinary experiences into shared laughter. A great comic doesn't just tell a joke, they take the audience on a journey. Every line builds anticipation, every pause creates tension, and every punchline releases it with a satisfying laugh. For example, a simple observation about the quirks of airport security can be transformed into a hilarious routine that resonates with anyone who has traveled. Humor is universal, but timing and delivery make it extraordinary. 2. Writing material that connects. Before you ever step on stage, you need material. Stand-up starts with ideas and observations. Look for everyday situations, personal experiences, or cultural quirks that people can relate to. Start by keeping a joke journal. Write down funny thoughts, situations, or one-liners you notice throughout your day. Don't worry if they're rough. They're raw material that you'll refine later. Then, structure your material. A classic formula: setup, arrow, tension, arrow, punchline. The setup draws attention, the tension creates anticipation, and the punchline delivers the payoff. Tip: self-deprecating humor often works well, but avoid jokes that hurt or offend your audience unnecessarily. 3. Timing, delivery, and stage presence. Even the funniest joke can fall flat if the timing is off. Delivery is as important as content. Pause for effect, emphasize key words, and use your voice, body language, and facial expressions to enhance the humor. Confidence on stage also matters. Even if you're nervous, posture, eye contact, and a calm demeanor help the audience feel engaged and ready to laugh. For instance, when telling a story about a chaotic first date, leaning into pauses at the right moment can amplify the humor far beyond the words themselves. 4th, reading and engaging the audience. Stand-up is interactive. Successful comedians read the room and adjust their material on the fly. Not every audience reacts the same way, so being adaptable is crucial. Engage the audience with rhetorical questions, callbacks, and observational humor. If a joke doesn't land, don't panic. Acknowledge it lightly, pivot, and keep the momentum. Sometimes the flops create unexpected comedic gold when handled with grace. Tip: laughter is contagious. Even small chuckles can build into roaring applause when you maintain energy and connection. 5. Handling stage fright and nerves. Almost every comedian experiences nervousness before stepping on stage. Stage fright is normal, but it can be managed. Preparation is key. Practice your set multiple times, record yourself, and get feedback from friends or fellow comedians. Visualize a successful performance to build confidence. Many performers even use their nervous energy to fuel their performance. A racing heart can translate into heightened energy, sharper delivery, and more engaging presence. Remember, the audience is rooting for you. They want to laugh and enjoy the show. 6th, the importance of editing and refining. Stand-up comedy is never finished on the first try. Material evolves over time. Pay attention to audience reactions, track what lands, and refine jokes accordingly. Cut unnecessary words, improve timing, and experiment with different punchlines. Sometimes a small tweak, changing a single word or line, can turn a mediocre joke into a crowd pleaser. Also, keep experimenting. Try different perspectives, storytelling angles, and comedic styles. The most successful comedians constantly test new material and evolve their voice. 7. Building a career or hobby in stand-up. Whether you aim to perform professionally or just for fun, there's a path for everyone. Open mic nights are the traditional starting point. Comedy clubs, festivals, and online platforms offer opportunities to reach larger audiences. Networking matters. Connect with other comedians, attend workshops, and learn from more experienced performers. Constructive feedback and mentorship can accelerate your growth. Above all, consistency is crucial. The more you perform, the better you understand timing, audience psychology, and your unique comedic voice. Let's illustrate this with a story. Jake, an office worker with a dry sense of humor, started attending open mic nights on weekends. At first, his jokes flopped and the crowd was quiet. Instead of giving up, he recorded every performance, analyzed reactions, and reworked his material. After months of persistence, his set about the absurdities of corporate life had audiences laughing until they cried. He even got invited to perform at a local comedy festival. Jake's journey shows that stand-up is a craft built on observation, practice, and resilience, not just innate talent. To recap, stand-up comedy combines observation, storytelling, timing, and connection. It starts with ideas, evolves through practice, and succeeds through confidence and audience engagement. Whether you want to make people laugh casually or pursue a professional career, understanding these principles will help you craft humor that resonates. And here's the mic drop line. In stand-up comedy, the world is your stage, and laughter is your superpower. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Stand-Up Comedy, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.